Alright, we are once again back here. Hopefully, you guys are only having a glass of water to have the 7-minute break that you deserve there after that tiebreaker of a showcase as well for the United Kingdom Denmark earlier on that ends up with Denmark winning 5-4, and now we're focusing on the next match coming up. It's going to be Netherlands and Finland. Again, the seeding difference is just practically almost the same as the earlier match. Still, Mifa here and commentating again with Tofati as well.
Yeah, I am back again. Still trying to recover from that tiebreaker match that we just had.
That was just too hilarious.
Like you said, these seed discrepancies basically non-existent again. I'm worried for my own sanity at this point. If we see another tiebreaker, I don't know what we're gonna do.
I mean, let's be fair. After that whole fiasco with the tiebreaker, I do not think that this is going to be any different.
You never know. What was interesting to note about what we saw from the two teams in the previous matches that so many of their scores, like during qualifiers and last round, were very, very close together. And that is kind of something we can see within the early game between Finland and the Netherlands for the qualifier set as well. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. As the maps get harder, these two teams do start to improve a little bit as well. So we could see very well matched opponents here, as the seeding would indicate.
Yeah, absolutely. I do have a fair bit of share on seeing a few players that I know, especially for the Netherlands side. We got a little bit of a veteran on the 7-key main here. We got Frigg as well, so rejoining back into play on the 2025 7-key World Cup as well. So they should have a fair bit of experience to know that the pulse by itself should be fairly easy to dissect at the very least. And then for Finland's side as well, we got Math and Krasi as well. Two distinctively players that they should be able to take on, at the very least, almost everything in this pool has to offer.
Yeah, for sure. I expect to, at least on Finland's side, to mostly see Laina and Math. Though we did see in round of 32 Krasi coming in for the Korjak pick and Hukeli coming in for the Wall LN pick. So it'll be interesting to see if Finland decides to have that kind of strategy where they take advantage of potentially the strengths of the two players who might not get as much playtime during these matches.
Yeah, once we're waiting. Oh, okay, we got a little bit of a close rolls here.
Please don't tell me that this is going to be for the whole match, man. 44-39, It's already too close. I don't like it. I'm too stressed out from the last match, man.
Yeah, we got like 96 and 95, and then we got a 44-39, so close enough.
And Math goes ahead and protects Rice 5 for Finland there. Netherlands going to get the opportunity to protect. I don't actually know what they would plan to protect here.
I would say... Actually, interesting question.
Because, like I said, the scores between these two teams are so close on so many of the maps that, you can't, make a decision on whether you want to protect a Rice or an LN or a hybrid pick necessarily, because...
Inverse? To be
maybe
more adventurous?
I could see that, if they just want to make sure it stays open, but I'm not sure. And the same thing's going to go with, on the side of, bans. I don't know how bans are going to go at all. Given that Finland did... Finland. I'm messing up names in my head. Given that Finland did protect Rise 5, I almost expect them to ban out something like Hybrid 2, like we saw from the UK last round, or last match. Or if LN1 stays open, I could absolutely see them immediately getting rid of that.
Yeah, probably still deliberating on whatever to protect here, just to make sure they don't misjudge the opponent's scores, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. Still waiting for that protect. Trying to make a decision here. It looks like. I mean, I don't blame them for not really having a full idea of what they want to protect here. Or maybe they were planning on protecting Rex 5 too, so now they have to switch gears.
Oh yeah, maybe there's a possibility that actually goes to that, but we'll never know. The Liberation just stays in on their lane. Yeah, okay, Netherlands feels very have a split-second decision there to make sure.
Gotta make sure that they're there.
Yeah.
Just
I don't think Netherlands are happy. I don't think Netherlands are happy.
Oh, they protect Hybrid 1!
Oh.
That's
okay.
That's interesting. That's an interesting protect. I don't think it's a bad protect. I'm not sure that would have gotten banned either way.
Okay, Netherlands banning here. Okay, just I think Korjak should be a fair ban. Oh, actually, Douglas.
Rice 4 gets banned. Okay,
they don't like don't like technical stuff.
Do you think LN1 sees the light at this point?
I don't think LN would be. I don't think LN would be closed off. I feel.
I think LN1. Yeah, there it
You
goes.
go.
Goodbye, LN1. No wall LNs for us today.
No inverse at all. I mean, there's a fair bit on the other.
There is definitely some coordination in the other two picks as well, and some of those hybrids, but LM1's certainly going to be the least comfortable for a lot of players, and I'm not surprised to see it get banned outright.
And given Finland's first pick, I do not feel surprised they're going to go with Price or anything.
Then I could see them just immediately going for the protect. We saw that coming out for the two teams' last match, where they just immediately went for their protect. But don't do like the previous match where don't have 4 breakpoints in a row, please.
Yeah, that's the least that we want. And now they go Cortex. Okay,
Cortex. An interesting start to this match. So Finland immediately going into that Korjak. Like I said, Kreze did come in for the Korjak pick in round of 32. Could see them coming in for this as well. Depends on if the density and physicality is good enough on 7 key from Kreze's side to hold on. It does get quite a bit tougher than last week's here. 7 BPM increase, and those patterns a lot more difficult than this one.
Yeah, in my mind, it should be. In my mind, that this Finland picking this should be the opener that Finland needs. I don't think they would necessarily go for the protect very early, just to get a clear picture on what Netherlands can do on the more mini jack or core jack-ish, since Curiosity features a little bit of mini jacks.
Yeah. We do see Lyuna and Math staying in, Freak and Draven, the only 2 players on the Netherlands squad, so they're gonna have quite the match ahead of them here.
Alright, we should be getting the start soon here. Hopefully, again, I mean, every single core jack pick so far, it's either you have a very funny score or you just have it's just having insane ratio. It's just there's no in between. Especially when it's getting pretty dense even with the BPM increase here. Venus starts with a fair bit of issues on the intro, actually.
We actually saw a miss like 10 notes in for Lyuna. Gonna give a small lead over to the Netherlands. That is a good, as far as times to miss, that's a pretty good place to do it, given that they weren't at nearly the 400 combo. Mafe just about there, does find a drop as well, so no more full combos for Finland in this jack pick before we even really get to the difficult jack sections. So a 10,000 point lead for the Netherlands is going to hold on pretty strong, as the accuracy also looks to be in their favor at the moment.
Oh, Draven missed at the tail end of that measure there. Might starts to get a little bit sketchy towards the because the lead now goes back over to Finland because accuracy is now favoring a little bit, but Lena finding the second miss on their own.
Yeah, the lead is definitely a little bit smaller than what we saw before, though it is increasing with that miss from Lyuna. Should be about 7,000, but instead Lyuna's going to find another break and extend that lead even further, just about to 10,000 again, like we saw earlier for the Netherlands. But Draven going to trade that back with a really big accuracy drop too. That looks like it's going to give... And Freak finds a drop too!
And there it goes!
Finland's going to take the lead as Lyuna finally hits 400 combo.
I'm so concerned because Frick's accuracy is not going up at all points, and now there's a second drop there for Frick, and now the lead is sky ballooning out to 20,000.
Oh no, Draven not in the slow section. Lyuna also finding a break. Matt the only one holding on to consistency right now, and that's a 25,000 point lead just off of some of the issues happening in the slower section. We get the density, those quints coming around, going to make it a little bit denser for these players, but still 26,000 points is a lot to recover from. Lyuna finds a break.
One drop, yeah.
Freak trades it back though. Draven and Map both above 400 combos, so that things are evened out. That's going to favor Finland overall, and Draven going to break combo as well as Map. Despite some of those early drops, it does make the comeback for their team. Brings that lead to about 40,000 points. Lyuna's going to miss there. But that's not going to be enough. And Finland, not going to start us off like the last match. They are going to get their own point here.
We are finally saved from the onslaught of 4 breakpoints in a row. But now, we got a little bit of breather to see that Finland is very comfortable with Cortex, apart from the very early miss on the first 10 nodes by Lyuna there. But safe haven there.
Yeah, good, solid pick for Finland. Looks like they feel pretty comfortable in the Rice accuracy side of things, but Netherlands going to have the pick of the litter here, going to be able to go with what they want to. We did see a long note 1 ban from Finland, kind of what we expected after seeing that hybrid 1 get protected by the Netherlands. But I expect the Netherlands to kind of stick around that long note hybrid area, especially after that performance on Rice 3.
Yeah. Even like with the inverse being banned like long note 1, I would expect Kagutsuchi to come up very early actually. Maybe on the first or second thing, but it depends on whether Netherlands is able to, just maybe making sure that they are able to withstand the assault of Finland.
That is true. But they could go with a comfort pick. It looks like with the Protect on Hybrid 1, they could feel a little more comfortable with the Hybrid area. Could see a Hybrid 1 or a Hybrid 2 coming out. Maybe even a Hybrid 3, though I don't know if that's the right area to attack, given that it's a little bit more physically difficult than the other 2 hybrids.
Whether or not we should see a bit of a deliberation once again, just to make sure for Netherlands to picking. Alright, there you go with friendship. There you go to Protect.
Yeah, so that makes sense in my eyes. I could have seen them going with like Hybrid 2, or like you said, LN3 would have been a good pick as well. But if this match is to go as far as I maybe expected to with how close these teams are, they're going to get opportunities to pick a lot more than just this one hybrid pick.
Yeah, absolutely. There are the other 2 options for hybrids, but whether or not they pick it would be an exercise on whether or not it could be a second pick or a third pick or whatever. But they stick with their own comfort zone because of their Protect.
We don't see any swap outs at the moment. Freak and Draven, obviously the only 2 players for the Netherlands, Lyuna and Math. The arguably strongest 2 for Finland. Looks like they might end up staying in for this hybrid selection.
Yep, should be no changes here. Hopefully, the players are able to, actually to be able to play with not missing so many times over the course of the hybrid picks that we've seen so far, but it's kind of unavoidable to see that it's probably going to happen at some point.
And here we go into Hybrid 1. First pick from the Netherlands, looking to keep on their protect, looking to make see if they can get their point out of their protect and feel comfortable staying around the hybrid and long note area, which I imagine they would, but it really depends on what Finland has to say about that here. Some accuracy breaks right at the beginning, but Draven going to miss out of the gate as well there. Give Finland a very slight lead, despite Freak having the highest accuracy in the lobby.
Yeah, I have full faith that Freak is able to play most of the long notes here because he's a very well known most of the long note player at the for the Netherlands side. It's just the second player that really needs to keep it together.
See a break from Mafe there. Still only 2 full combos left. Freak and Lyuna. The top row. Lyuna breaks, trades it back from Draven, so just 1 full combo left. I have the cursing powers today. Everyone sees it. But Freak holding on to the combo, and that might actually shrink that lead just a little bit. Mafe now back above 400 combo on one side to stem the bleeding a little bit, but Draven finds a break there in the transition as Lyuna builds up. But Mafe breaks, and that's going to potentially favor the Netherlands, but Draven needs to find some consistency if they want to take advantage of these misses. But Lyuna, double break from Finland, and Freak, the only combo left.
Draven again, traded miss. Even with the breaks traded over, it's still not even a lead.
Oh, but the consistency on these difficult LN patterns starting to catch up a little bit to Finland. Mafe holding their ground, but Draven and Lyuna are consistently trading, and this lead is nothing. As
this guy's smaller again.
Trying to keep their composures.
I have no clue of where is half the lead here. Lyuna, I believe that Draven probably had it again with a trade at some point because Lyuna, there you go, there's another trade like I said before.
The sweet LN's catching Draven off guard quite a bit. Lyuna bringing themselves back up above 400, but we have still a section of difficult long notes. Draven finds a break first as Finland holds on to their composure. Freak still holding on to the full combo. Still only 10,000. Mafe finds a break. Mafe finds a huge break.
Drop.
And Draven holding on. Another one. And it's swapping over to
not again.
Right at the end.
These scores, only the scores and releases here.
There's still some good. Oh my god, Freak breaks a full combo right at the end.
That's a full Netherlands reset at the very end there.
And Draven
that was so unfortunate.
Oh no. But Finland is going to get an early break point off of Hybrid 1, off of a tragic finish to that map for the Netherlands.
Oh, how does that even happen towards the end there? It just completely collapsed on the final few patterns.
And Freak saying that they're too nervous. I get it. This is a nerve-wracking position to be in.
We all do. We all have that. It was so close to being a point of their own, but this time that's the first break point. Yeah, Finland's turn to pick here.
They have their protect open. They could go with that to try and establish that lead off of the break point. Curiosity is right there. Or they could go with another straightforward Rice pick like Rice 2 or Rice 1 to go off the back of their first pick and try and keep it simple, keep it so that the nerves don't affect them too much. But the protect does come out. Curiosity.
Okay. At the very least, I know that Finland has some confidence in keeping chords at least not to miss. So they have a fair share of experience of playing Rice on close proximity in terms of chord jacks and a little bit of a transition to meaty jacks. Maybe this is still within their comfort zone at the very least.
Looks like we'll be sticking with the same team on Finland. Launa Mafe staying consistent in the lobby so far. Have to see if they're able to. They have any picks that they would be putting Krause or Hukeli in, though. With LN1 banned, it's hard to see Hukeli coming in since that was the map that they played last week.
Yeah, well, there's some room for Netherlands to pick, not just that hybrid, because that hybrid is kind of an outlier to say the least, because it only just happens at the last 5 seconds for a lead to switch over.
Yeah, that is true. They still have the opportunity to kind of go with the other hybrids, still keep it within the coordination, so we'll have to see how that goes. But it is Finland's pick here, potentially to get the momentum swinging super heavily in their favor with the 3-0 lead, or Netherlands can try to put up a fight and get that breakpoint right back with an opportunity to tie it up. We'll have to see how the performances go, but we're just waiting for ready-ups at this point, I think, and then we'll be getting underway with Rice5, the second of 2 protects already picked in this match.
Alright, we should be starting soon. Now they are already up. Hopefully this is not a breakpoints for trade.
What do you mean? We love breakpoints. We just had 6. We need another match with 6 breakpoints.
I have no idea if if this is a breakpoint, then I don't know what to do.
They did protect it, so Finland feels confident in it, though we just did see Netherlands protect go a little bit sideways for them as well. Get through this opening here at 100 combo. Everyone looking pretty strong. We do see a little bit of an accuracy drop there from Launa. Freak also a little bit low in accuracy.
First drop from Draven.
Yeah, Draven does find a miss before 400 combo, but right as 400 combo. Oh, double break from Finland. Freak
double
again,
from Finland,
the
but
only
Draven's
combo
below
remaining
98.
on the board.
Even with the drops from both Finland side, Draven below 98 there, it's just gonna trade it out. It just cancels out with each other.
Yeah, interestingly enough, because Draven's accuracy is low, if they're the ones who
Luna rushed the mini jacks. They did a lot of 200 on the mini jacks.
Yeah, the thing is too, because Draven's accuracy is a little bit on the lower side, misses are going to be less impactful for them than they are for the Finnish side, as long as it's just Draven missing, and we can already kind of see that. Though Draven does find a break, trades it back with Launa, and Draven, a lot of misses from Draven there. Mafe and Freak being the 2 players with the consistent combos, just like we saw from Hybrid 1.
Now there's a lead that we can agree with, at least the 12,000 points lead, not just those traded back and forth.
Another break from Launa as Draven hits the 400 combo. Mafe and Freak holding on to the combo. But Freak breaks that full combo, and Draven breaks as well. So full break from the Netherlands as Mafe now the only player with any kind of combo. And that lead is skyrocketing to 30,000 as the trade does come from Mafe there.
Now there's a lead there. There's finally a lead that we can all agree with, that Finland is comfortable.
Yeah, nothing too hard at this ending. And Finland is going to be able to get the point of their protect, establish the lead 3-0 now. Netherlands with an opportunity to pick again. That hybrid one was extremely close. If I was in the Netherlands' shoes, I would not steer away from that picking strategy, especially with how Rice 3 and Rice 5 have gone so far.
Yeah, this is definitely that. Well, I mean, Netherlands has more room with their hybrids, and so does with the LNs, but I do not think that like Warsaw or Longno 2 would be the play, since it's just straight up rating on the terms of density, and then some for other hybrids. But again, it's still within their play, but I just don't know that Finland has 2 players to making sure they do not trade misses back and forth.
Like I said, Netherlands with an opportunity to pick here. They went with Hybrid 1 last time. It was pretty close. I could see them moving into Hybrid 2 or LN3. I think those were the other 2 that we were talking about as potential picks on the last picking cycle. So I would kind of stick around there, given how well Netherlands was able to perform on Hybrid 1.
Alright, long note 3 it is. Kagutsuchi the play for Netherlands. Not too far different. It's not that much different in the patterning.
Yeah, along the patterning, kind of in the same zone, but focuses in more heavily on the LN, which I think definitely suits Netherlands' interests at the moment, since Finland has shown to be very strong on Rice.
I don't know if it's the best interest for Frick to say that, but regardless,
it's all a mind game. It's all a mind game. Freak is gonna FC it right now. That's what that means.
Should be fine.
It's all a mind game.
Hey, at the very least, that we've shown that Luna has, I guess, the same fair bit of issue as Draven in like the more of the long-term patterning side. So I don't know.
Yeah, so far in these two matches,
this could go either way.
One of the things that has been kind of consistent is that when it comes to coordination LNs, things go kind of haywire. These patterns are extremely difficult, and for so many of these players, it's just so difficult to stay consistent on. And I expect the same thing to kind of be true for this, though the patterns are a little bit easier than what we would see from LN1 and some of the more coordination-heavy LN maps, though we do see an early break from Mafe on this full coordination section.
Yeah, letting go of that space bar there. That's some mystery, and
that's
now overholding it now.
Letting go of the space bar on inverse and coordination line, that's a classic.
Yeah, well, that is certainly true for most rookie, man. You're just letting go of something that you would not always see.
Yeah, but early on, Draven and Freak holding on to the full combos, Lyuna matching the full combo, but Mafe having some pretty significant issues. Accuracy also well in favor of the Netherlands at the moment. That's a double. All three full combos at the same time. Mafe now the only player holding on to the combo through this more density-oriented section, but the accuracy still gives the Netherlands an advantage here.
Yeah, oddly enough, with those three FCs gone, it's just math. We're able to hang on after that, but it's still lobby resets one after the other. Well, there's a lot of issues on the shields there. So many breaks across the board that I was not expecting that would be this actually goes hard with their. Oh well, and there goes Math with the wall efficiency there. There's a lot of breaks on that.
Yeah, everyone except Freak finding drops on this wall section, and that's going to give Netherlands an even bigger lead here. 34,000 points as we start to transition out of that wall, with Freak absolutely demolishing it. We get to the last quarter of the map, and it's looking good for Netherlands to be able to take their first point in the match as long as they're able to stay a little bit consistent. But Draven finding a lot of breaks, though they're being well matched by Finland here.
Yeah, Draven's accuracy is basically the same as Lyuna here, and Mav is still like below the. It's still just matched for player, but there's a clear difference in between. Yeah, Breaks only hanging on with the 98 there, basically just carrying Netherlands afloat here. So far, so good there for Netherlands taking their first point finally there.
What do you mean, Freak? You can't play this. Freak says, I can't play this map, and MVPs it. Okay, dude.
The only one with above 900k.
And 930k at that.
I mean, sure, the mind games does work to some extent. Maybe it's just a fluffing at this point.
I called it. It's all a mind game.
Yeah, well, Finland has core stream or the speed. And there goes the
core stream. Rice 2 coming out. And I mean, Rice has been working very well for them so far. Not surprising to see them just stick with that course of action.
Yeah, we haven't really seen a lot of that core stream action on, I guess, from some of the matches. At the very least, for most of the lower seeded teams have been preferred to stay in their, well, I guess this is the most straightforward out of all pool, but apparently for some teams have been kind of struggling with the density.
looks like we're sticking with these four: Laina, Mafe, Freak, and Draven. Been the stars of the show in Netherlands versus Finland. But Netherlands is going to have to get a break point somewhere along the lines if they want to stay alive in this matchup. Finland can just go through the rest of the match, winning their own points and surviving. And they have two available picks that should go well in their favor as long as they're able to perform like they did on Rice 3 and Rice 5. But the Netherlands, I would like to say that Rice 1 and Rice 2 both have the opportunity for players who are maybe not as strong at Rice to feel more comfortable, feel more at home. Courtstream in particular, very comfortable to act for a lot of players.
Yeah, the like the most difficult thing about like the on this pick particularly is just the reading aspect of it. 3 is mostly fine, but 3, at least the court size of 3 for every half measure, it could be proven to be very difficult to maintain through.
And here we go, 2.5 minutes. All dense chord stream, one short break, some stamina to deal with, but we haven't really seen stamina taken too much into account in this matchup. Both these teams seem well versed to keep themselves going after a long time, even though we are 5 maps in. But here we go. Some of the lighter stuff to start off with before we get dense. We'll hit the density section, really dense sections, right around 400 combo. As long as we see the consistency, everyone should hold on. And now all the marbles start hitting you. 400 combo across the board. Accuracy looks about even. Laina really low.
Yeah.
Ooh, but Draven actually does find a huge accuracy drop. Drops down to 99 alongside Laina. And now Mafe, with the highest accuracy in the lobby, gives Finland a very slight lead.
Oh, there goes the first drop there, Finland. Here in all places on the course stream.
Yeah, right outside the court stream, right before we get into some of the denser sections yet again. But the accuracy from Draven, despite the full combo, is still matching up with Laina, so it's going to be a slight lead.
Launa's hitting early, actually.
It looks like Mafe is slightly hitting early as well. So the accuracy looks like actually most people in the lobby are. Freak, though, finds a full combo drop. It's now just the bottom row holding on to the combos. Draven with a lower accuracy. But Laina trade that!
Laina trade that? Yeah, this is what I'm mostly concerned about, because the dead stage starts to kick in and Laina does trade that a lot as well, but again, it's just the bottom row keeps on trying to make sure they have to able to have a full combo on their side.
Oh, but Mafe,
there.
Only full combo left is now Draven. Freak building up to 400. Laina trying to stem the bleeding a little bit. Mafe building back up, but the accuracy from Mafe is maybe enough to hold on to the lead for now.
Maybe?
And it's 400 combo, but accuracy drop from Laina. Freak drops combo.
Freak drops again.
We still have about an eighth of the map left.
How is this still a lead? How is this
still a lead? There's another dead section coming up right at the end here. This is one of the most difficult parts of the chart. Finland has a slightly free trade
it again.
4,000 points of favor for Finland. Laina drops though.
Again.
Draven holding on the full combo.
Please do not drop that again.
Accuracy for Finland looks favorable. The lead is increasing. Freak drops.
Freak is gonna drop.
And Finland is going to eke out a win and bring it to match point. Oh my goodness. That accuracy from Mafe though.
Yeah, that is only 12 200s out of that. Even if, like, this is still an impressive full combo by Draven, despite the accuracy being on the lower side. It's just that trade between Freak and Laina here might have actually costed the lead to Netherlands.
Yeah, that ending not treating Freak very well, or Laina, but Draven with a full combo, despite that, did everything that they could. But it is the Netherlands' chance to pick here. They don't give Finland match point on their own pick quite yet, but they have a long pick available. They have 2 hybrids that they can go with. Probably it's between LN2 and Hybrid 2. I think if I had to guess, Hybrid 3 is getting ignored if this goes to tiebreaker.
Yeah,
because Finland's picking Rice 1, no matter what happens here.
Yeah, well, yeah. For the Netherlands side, I would say that I don't know about Copy Funk's I think it can go there, but it's at the same time the long run patterning isn't that much. It's that much harder.
I just think Copy Fox is more consistency and Rice based than the other hybrid, so it kind of just doesn't feel like the Netherlands wants to go in, and that's going to be LN too. So sticking with the LN strategy.
It's just rating. It's just the rating aspect of the things to the year. A bit dubious about this pick, but understandably, since the other pure long term pick is just this one.
Netherlands on their last legs. If they are not able to take this, they will be eliminated. But Finland in a great position to move on, as it is 4-1. Finland getting one more pick at least in this matchup, no matter what happens here, and gets an opportunity. But Netherlands has to survive first.
Alright, we should be getting started soon here. No changes whatsoever in the roster. And right out of the gate, Lena were already bursting off at the opening here.
Yeah, his density and reading long notes, not treating them very well. Ooh, triple miss
no,
though. Mafe, the only one left. But Mafe does drop anymore. It right after 400. Accuracy in general favoring very heavily Netherlands right now.
Finland's really struggling on the accuracy, 97 for both. Netherlands at 99-98 here.
Yeah, really, really strong accuracies out of the gate, a quarter of the way through the map, and already a 30,000 point lead for the Netherlands. This dense long note not treating Finland very well.
Yeah, maybe they just try. At the very least, I can sort of see what they're going for with a density such as this one, especially with more of the release. Or I guess not release, it's just more reverse shield patterns like this. More drops coming on the Finland's side here, so the lead is still extending to like a 40, or like around 40,000-ish.
Yeah, we do see a miss from Draven as well there. So an opportunity to shrink that lead a little bit, but already above 400 combo, and Freak holding on to a 99% full combo with the accuracy still very heavily favoring the Netherlands as we get into the final quarter of this map. 50,000 points. Really tough to come back from at this point. Would have to be a meltdown from Netherlands at this point, I think.
Yeah, well, it should have come in from Finland's side there first off, and now Frick is finally breaking on that massive combo on their side. Just recently for the Netherlands side, but that's still like 55,000. It needs more than just that.
Last few patterns coming up. We do see a few misses coming from Freak there, breaking that full combo, but Finland consistently dropping quite a bit more at this point, and that lead only sticking right around that 50,000 mark. And the Netherlands does take a second point, moves it over to Finland's pick, who are on match point at the moment. Just one more pick left for each of these teams in the best case scenario for the Netherlands. Finland obviously wants to finish it off right now, and they have Rice 1 available for that.
There is no way they have to avoid like that one last Rice pick. Like, there's no question about it.
Yeah, I mean, they're not picking either of the hybrids. That seems silly.
No, absolutely not. if they decide to go hybrid, that's a horrible choice.
That Rice has been going so well for Finland, it would just be crazy.
Though I would be concerned if that if if Netherlands is able to take the rice, then what's left of Netherlands is the two hybrids.
Yeah, I mean Netherlands was not always going to pick one of the hybrids eventually in this match if it got to this point. So just gotta survive through Shine, and there it is. Rice 1 does get selected by Finland.
Yeah, they just have to go to survive with the last rice pick here on this match. Not seeing Layuna. Oh, Krasi is joining. Huh, okay. That's probably, yeah, good option there.
Yeah, Krasi's been showing through this, through the last round that they're pretty good when it comes to some of the lower density, high accuracy requirements. So not too surprising to see them coming in for the speed pick.
Though we do see, like, on the Netherlands side that the co-stream earlier was also fairly consistent. Just the accuracy doesn't hold up as that high as the Finland side.
So the first kind of swap up in team members here. Krasi coming in. We only saw the other four for every other map so far in this match. Freak, Draven, Layuna, and Map. So gonna be interesting to see if this works out for Finland in this case. I imagine if they're putting Krasi in, they feel confident in their abilities, and probably Krasi is doing better on something like this. Especially given that, you know, if Finland's not able to take this, Netherlands has one more pick that they get to bring it to tiebreaker. So still,
yeah,
very stressful situation to be in here.
Yeah, Netherlands have to take a break point here, since it's very crucial to not being able to be eliminated from the tournament after that point. But we'll see. Very solid opening there for Math, holding out just about 100% from 100 notes. But break the first drum before the stream starts.
Yeah, gets caught up on that faster burst leading into the streams. Accuracy also looks to be slightly favored for Finland. That's another break for the Netherlands there. Draven does that.
Yeah,
Map trades it back, and Krasi now the only full combo, but misses right there as the lead shrinks just a little bit. Now actually going in favor of the Netherlands.
Krasi's the same accuracy
so is
as Draven.
Yeah, but Krasi does find a second miss, and Mape finds a second miss as well. And
oh my god!
Is boosting for the Netherlands here. 15,000 points as Draven and Freak both find their footing.
Freak only a miss before the stream starts, and now 99.5 here. Like, increasing accuracy after that stream.
Krasi struggling to transition in there. Draven, same on their side. Both of those two players trading back and forth. Freak and Mape both above 400 now. Holding on to it. Freak just with a slight accuracy advantage, and it looks like that's favoring Netherlands. That's lead slightly increasing.
Oh my god.
But Freak finds a break.
There's a break there. He needs more though, because Krasi's traded that out. 99.3 was like 99 on the math there. Krasi and Draven still trades it out, and the accuracy is still favoring Netherlands here.
Good slight break. It's going to transition right back into some more streams. Slightly denser, but 25,000 points. Draven and Krasi trade off. Freak built up that combo again. Last few streams. This goes on for a while, but it's going to have to take a lot more from the Netherlands here to give it back. And Krasi not able to hold on with the consistency. And about 40,000 points in favor of the Netherlands. As we bring it 3-4, Netherlands gets the breakpoint back and has an opportunity to take it to tiebreaker with either Hybrid 2 or Hybrid 3.
In case you're wondering here, I'm just sitting and looking at these scores. I'm just holding my head just because this is so confusing as a pick. We got 2 break points right about now here. I just don't know where to start with this match. We're not gonna have another tiebreaker, are we? Just making my head hurt.
Maybe. I mean, both these two sets of teams have been very well matched for each other, so I'm not surprised to see it be this close. I just, usually, even with close matches, it's hard to see tiebreakers happening, and now we might be looking at 2 in a row. Not to mention, on the other stream, it's 3-3.
Yeah, that one.
So many close matches right now.
Please don't tell me that today is gonna have 3 tiebreakers. Is that gonna happen?
Three tiebreakers back to back to back? Yeah, that sounds cool.
Exactly. Netherlands has to pick their poison yet once again. Just after what previous match has to pick between Rise 1 Rise 5, but this time Hybrids 5-3.
Yeah, also an update, it is now 3-4. Obviously it was going to be 3-4 after the next map in the other side since it was 3-3, but...
Of course.
both matches now 1 map away from potentially going to tiebreaker right now.
Obviously this is gonna happen at some point. I don't know, man. This is weird.
Yeah, very close. We see the timeout timer coming in, as Freak mentioned. Makes sense, especially in a scenario like this.
Yeah,
where they need to win this next pick, even if it is not like specifically because they're nervous, but still, it's a good time to get yourself some breathing. Breathe, calm down, get ready for this pick.
Throw away all those nerves. It's kind of funny, isn't it? If they decide to go with Coffee Fox, mini tiebreaker to the build up to a tiebreaker, then
that would be pretty funny, huh? I don't expect Coffee Fox to come out. I expect Hybrid 2 that I won't pronounce because I do it wrong every time.
Yeah, nah, me neither, man. I know the frustration of being able to pronounce that.
Sorry, I do not speak French. I'm good. No, they picked Coffee Fox. What are they doing?
Oh no, this is the opposite. What are we getting?
No one likes Hybrid 2. Goodbye. It got banned in the previous match, and now it gets ignored in this one.
Alright. So we're gonna get a mini tiebreaker leading out to a tiebreaker. Is that the play? I don't know. We're gonna find out. This is not happening. At least not in the block that was commentating.
We'll have to see. Coffee Fox coming out. Lyuna jumps back in for Finland. Makes sense given the performances on Hybrid 1. This Hybrid 1 was super, super close, and we've seen the long notes generally favor the Netherlands, so even if Finland's able to hold on to a lead at the beginning, that ending long note section could spell their doom if they're not ready for it, and that's, I think, what the Netherlands is banking on.
Yeah, this is what I think Netherlands what they're looking for is just that the ending and then this. I guess most of the last third, which mostly consists of those long notes, that Netherlands is being able to pick that to an advantage. Again, consistency. It's just consistency. They just really need to hold on. And here we go. It's the last Fremont pick of this entire matchup. Question is, are they going to get this to a tiebreaker or not? Do support your teams here. They really do need it as a last line. If Netherlands want to go through such lengths to a tiebreaker.
Yeah, and right now we have the potential for a two tiebreakers happening at the same time that both following a tiebreaker. Well, that's what I mean, is that we had a tiebreaker already. We see Mafe find an early drop, but what I mean is we saw a tiebreaker, and we have 2 matches going for a potential tiebreaker right now. Coffee Fox coming out here for Netherlands versus Finland. A slight lead off of that early break, and accuracy actually looking to favor very heavily Netherlands map, yeah.
Releasing very early on those long notes there. Almost down to a below 97. That's all of hugely coming out of that opening.
Oh, Freak finding a couple breaks there. Drops below the 99%, but it's Mappe's accuracy right now that's giving the lead over the Netherlands. That's a double break
that's a double draw for Netherlands.
Lyuna holding on to the only full combo right now and helping shrink that lead to just about 6,000 points. But Mappe does trade one of them back there.
Lee's still staying on Netherlands' foot right now. Not too much in the way. We're not getting into the second round just yet. Oh, that's a three-way draw from that one alone. Freak remains strong.
And we see Traden misses back and forth between Draven and Mappe. Lyuna also finding some troubles. Freak the only player in the lobby right now. No!
No, there's a Traden there from the top row.
But more misses are coming from Finland at the moment. Mappe also finds a drop in Draven, being the one to pick up the torch after Freak's drop there. Gets above 400 combo, finds the break.
Draven traded here, but Mav's accuracy is getting lower and lower here. It's now to 30,000 now, even with those trades happening. Oh, not here to drop Lena here. It's quite a sizable lead, even after before the build that comes around. Rick is now trying to climb back up to the 99s here.
Yeah, we did see that sweep catch Draven off guard. Mappe and Freak trade combos. Lyuna, the last one standing in this section at least. We have a third of the map left. Still a heavy long note section left that should favor Netherlands given what we've seen so far. And with that 37,000 point lead, it looks pretty strong for the Netherlands to take this to tiebreaker.
Yeah, it's a reasonable lead. Once the long note starts to kick in, it's really all hell breaks loose. The Netherlands drop there.
Oh, double miss from Netherlands. Mappe traded. Lyuna building up to 400 combo, the only one in the lobby right now at that point, but does drop as soon as 400 combos hit. Mappe
a
also
lot
drops.
Of breaks on the long notes.
Draven and Freak holding on. Draven and Freak.
No, not again.
As soon as I say that. But everyone's finding drops these
trades every now and again.
Difficult. And there's not too much left. All still kind of difficult long note patterns. 44,000 points on this long of a map is huge. And the Netherlands looking to make a huge comeback from 1 to 4 down and bring it to the tiebreaker for the second match in a row.
Again. Oh my god. It's just this last pattern remaining. And no, we're not having another one of these again. Copy Fox does pay dividends for the Netherlands, and it is one more life again, once again, for both of these teams. Now getting back-to-back tiebreakers, and as a footnote, we're not getting 3 tiebreakers, as Perimeter Malaysia has been concluded with 3 to 5 there.
Our 4th tiebreaker of the tournament, 2nd in a row, 2nd of round of 16. Finland and Netherlands, another losers bracket match. It's winner take all, loser goes home. Whichever of these two teams is able to hold on will move on to losers quarterfinals, and the loser will be eliminated from the Mania 7 Key World Cup 2025. All the stakes on the line yet again on deity mode.
Oh my god. How does even when I say that we're gonna get to a closer matchup, the discrepancy says it all, really. The previous matches only has that much of a difference, this one has that much of a difference, and this is the result, 2 tiebreakers again, yet again.
Indeed. We've got Freak and Traven who've played all 8 maps so far. Lyuna Map has played all 8 maps so far. Lyuna getting a slight break when Rice 1 was selected by Finland. So might be the freshest of all of the Finnish players here, or all the players in the lobby. But this is just a nightmare to be playing after 8 maps in a row, especially with how close some of these have been.
It was indeed mini tiebreaker build up to an actual tiebreaker. That was just a warm up. So,
an 8 map long warm up.
Exactly, that was what I was saying.
Which ended, like you said, with a mini tiebreaker. Mini tiebreaker into real tiebreaker.
I have no idea. I'm just hands off the keyboard because I had no idea where this is gonna go.
Waiting for the ready up from all the players. I think everyone's just a little nervous, and I would be too.
When I say that these players are bluffing, I don't think this is not a bluff anymore. This is the last live on the line.
It really is. I mean, they've got to be playing for everything here. Oh, looks like Draven didn't realize that they weren't readied up. So everyone now ready. MP
right.
Start command coming in.
We are balling.
5.5 minutes to save your tournament lives. DD mode is starting up. We get a little bit of a slow section to start, but there is some coordination at the beginning, and we've seen these teams have a little bit of struggles on lung notes and keeping combo and accuracy. So we could see kind of the same thing we saw from the previous match, where we might not see any full combos going into the really physically difficult sections.
Not a chance there's a full combo of this.
But hey, it's tournament lives right now. Prove me wrong. Mafe, early break there, 3 left.
Oh wow, this
Draven,
85%.
early break. 85%. Huge lead already for the Netherlands just off of that coordination section. Not treating Mafe very well, but will stem the bleeding just a little bit. 2 players above 400 combo. Still in this build-up though, 10,000 point lead for Netherlands just off of that early coordination section.
Stellar opening by Frigg there, 99.77.
Ooh, no one finding any breaks on that first sweep LN pattern. And everyone holding up, but Lyuna finds a break as well. So 3 full combos gone now. The only one left is Freak. Still with the build-up. A little bit left of this build-up to go, but 14,000 points in favor of the Netherlands right now is quite heavy, especially for the note count of this map. And especially for how early on we are in this map, that we have some pretty tough right sections throughout this that could favor Finland still. Not the same structure as Copy Fox, where the LNs really hit you at the end. This one is more balanced in that sense. And Lyuna finds a break in that transition. Mafe holding onto the combo. Draven transitions poorly, trades with Lyuna. Just Freak. Mafe finding a break, and Freak still with the full combo. 22,000 points of lead, and the one player holding it together for the Netherlands.
Wow. Freak is still up. No, I was just saying Freak is about to lock in, but I guess not anymore. It's still a 99 after that.
Oh, and we're seeing consistent breaks from the Netherlands and heavier breaks on the accuracy side.
Wow.
That lead is shrinking down to 12,000 now.
Multiple drops here. Now trying to match up with Map's accuracy here.
Yeah, despite Map having the major issues in that coordination section, coming back in accuracy, matching Draven, Freak drops. Accuracy still an advantage for the Netherlands, but these misses are too consistent.
Draven, there's a lot of drops, except for Freak though.
And now that you say Freak, they also drop.
Again.
Coordination section causing problems for everyone in the lobby. It's just about
everyone that's not having a good time.
And 15,000 points as Mafe and Freak hold on to slight combos. Going into the core jack section, this favored Finland very heavily in the regular match.
Watch those core jacks. It just can go so wrong at any moment. Least drinking now to ever so slightly towards Finland's side, but Finland needs to hang on here.
Oh, and Lyuna being the freshest, the one able to hold on to the combo. Those jacks holding on strong.
Oh my god, the lead's gonna cancel out here.
4-digit lead for the first time since the intro. Lyuna does find a drop, and that's going to go back to 10,000. Mafe also doing so. Draven and Freak finding some footing, though. We got a long nut section coming up soon. And that might just favor the Netherlands, but it's gotten a lot closer since that first section came around.
First half has elapsed here. We need to find out if whoever can get the best of the long nose can give it here.
Oh no! Transition catches both of the Finnish players off guard, and that's 2 big combos for the Netherlands in these LN sweeps. And more coordination. Draven and Lyuna trade. 20,000 point lead.
This is even on Freak's playing field now. He really lost the coordination on these parts now.
And this ending has a little bit of everything, but there is a pretty significant chord stream section as well. Freak trading with Mafe there, Draven and Lyuna holding the combo through that chord stream section. But we got long note sweeps again. We saw major issues from both teams on these types of patterns earlier in the
multiple
map.
drops.
And Freak
a lot
finds
of draws of Draven
Mafe
here.
with 1, 16,000 points. Lyuna holding the combo
Oh my
for
God.
Finland right now.
Frigg and Lena traded out Avelina with a massive combo, finally dropping here. Draven's now at the 400.
And that lead has actually increased for the Netherlands because Draven was able to get back onto it as alongside Freak. That's a double miss, a quadruple miss all across the board.
Drops everywhere here after that.
And that lead is only increasing.
Growing to Netherlands.
37,000 points. We have still a very dense chord stream section left. Finland has shown to be very good at this stuff.
There's a misread there by Draven.
Finds an early break. Lyuna and Mafe building up to 400 combo. That lead is slightly shrinking with the misses from Draven. Freak also finds a break, and it's going slowly.
Break, but
Mafe
needs
trades
more
it.
than that.
They need a lot more than that to come back in this ending here. Still a little bit left to go, though.
Yeah. Map draws to a close ever so slightly. It's just more of these bursty patterns, but 35,000 points of lead is just very hard to catch up.
And Lyuna not able to get their footing here in these ending flam sections. And 37,000 points is going to be just a little too much to recover from. And the Netherlands is going to pull off the very slight upset, coming back from a 1-2-4 deficit to win the match and stay alive into losers bracket quarterfinals.
Very, very well fought for both of these teams, really, and for Netherlands to be able to play out the catch-up game from 4-1 down, finally fighting their way up into the tiebreaker and ultimately winning on the tiebreaker after the actual picks by the Longnuts have paid really, really big here. And Netherlands is going to move on to the quarterfinals lower bracket, and Finland's very well fought as well. You know, after all these matches that we've seen so far, this is really what we all have to watch out for Netherlands here.
Yeah, Netherlands is going to be a scary opponent. Unfortunately, that is a goodbye to Finland for the 7-key Oceania World Cup 2025. It was great seeing them perform, and they put on a hell of a performance against the Netherlands. It will just be the Netherlands succeeding and making it to the next round.
Yeah, absolutely. Netherlands is a scary team to that is well worth showing that they are not playing around when they are backs against the wall, especially with the long-term performance.
But that is going to be the end of that short block of matches. We had a couple go on, some 3 extremely close matches there. But we will be taking about a 2-hour break before we go into the next matchup at 19 UTC. And I'm trying to determine what those 2 countries are.
Yes, it's definitely much needed longer break, especially for that one.
Alright, looks like we're going to be back at 19 UTC for the Czech Republic versus Sweden. So going to be an interesting one there as well. And that is, I believe, also going to be a losers bracket matchup. So both teams fighting for their lives at 19 UTC. So got a little bit of a break for our viewers, got a little bit of a break that I need personally after that block of matches.
Especially all of us need a breather after those 2 tiebreakers back to back, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. But that, like I said, gonna be about a 2-hour break. Don't go too far, and get yourself some food, get yourself a little bit of a break, and outside of that, we will see you guys then.
Yeah, this has been Mifa and October. We'll be signing off for the next 2 hours, so see you everyone.